is Jayden. Because Jaden Daniels, if you believe what I believe, which is that rib injury drastically impacted him, then you look at him, and we can show you the season. Pre-rib injuries, the top line, awesome. He got hurt, and then we threw that game out because he barely played in it. And then his team wasn't that good. He wasn't that good. But 6 weeks to recover from it. The last 3 games, awesome again. This guy is a star. And I still am very concerned about his long-term viability because of his frame and the injury question. But he has had, Brew, first ever win was a game-winning drive against the Giants. The touchdown pass to ice the Cincinnati game. The Hail Mary against Chicago. The Hail Mary that didn't even win the game against Dallas but could have forced overtime. And now the touchdown throw against Philly. He's had 4 or 5 iconic moments as a rookie. So that's the story for the Commanders season and for this game.
He almost is playing not like a... I know everybody's a rookie. Look at Drake May. It's like, Drake May's a rookie, threw another interception. Caleb, afraid to throw interceptions, keeps losing. Jaden, I'm like, you're a quarterback in this league. That I don't tag him with the, well, he's a rookie. He's just playing amazing football. Quickly, the other story here, Saquon's 270 away.
No, we're not talking about that. Jaden Daniels, yeah. Nick admitted he's a star. Dude, the guy's already a superstar. Let's be serious here. That's why, what Wilds was saying about, him being a rookie and stuff like that. That's why I told you, man, I don't even remember what game it was, but it was weeks ago where I said I'm no longer looking at Jaden Daniels as a rookie, which is why, like, in the beginning of the season, if he played great against a bad defense, I'm like, I talked about it, and I talked about how great it was and how I don't care that it's a bad defense, et cetera, et cetera. But now he graduated that, where this season, where it's like, even if he played amazing against a bad defense, I'd be like, yeah, well, it's a bad defense. I expect that from him. Like, I would no longer give him the rookie grace, because that's how high of my expectations are and how I evaluate him. Like, if he rolled and threw for 300 and some yards against the New York Giants, I'm like, yeah, well, the Giants, they're trash. If he did that in week 2, I would say that's amazing. So it's just different. Like, he's not a rookie to me, which is why I kind of had that discussion about the Saints game last week, where I was just like, I want to see better quality football from the Commanders themselves. And this is what you got to see. But, like, again, this was such a bizarre game because you have Jaden Daniels balling and playing great, 5 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. Like, the Commanders put up 36 points, but they have 5 turnovers. Like, it's just like, it was a weird game. And that's why, for me, this game was so much more about not the Commanders' win, but Jaden Daniels' greatness. Beating the Eagles, where they have Jalen Hurts go down in the 11th play of the game, they're a starting quarterback. Beating a team under those circumstances, like, no matter what the score is, no matter how it unfolds, I'm just less interested in the actual end result. But to me, it's about what Jaden Daniels has been able to do throughout this entire season and the level of greatness that he's already achieving. I mean, it's absolutely remarkable. And that's why I don't need to see stats to even back this up, because this isn't a matter of stats. This is a just use your eyes. He has been an all-time great rookie quarterback. He has been a top quarterback in the NFL. I just made a video that we'll be posting tomorrow, but Dan Orlovsky just said that he was the best quarterback this past weekend. And I agree with that. If you didn't know he was a rookie, people would be just talking about this performance as just amazing. Again, I mean, if he wasn't a rookie and he was like a 4 or 5 year starter, then they would be like, what was that turnover? That was bad. Like, they would probably highlight that a little bit more. And since you are a rookie, you kind of like are more forgiven in a weird way. But just what he's been able to do, his go-ahead victories, his composure, his maturity, making huge plays with his legs. That 4th and 11, where pretty much the game is on the line, and then he turns it into a 30-yard scramble, which then obviously leads to a touchdown. I mean, like, all of these things are just so big-time moments. He is a big-time player playing big-time in big-time moments. I mean, it's just Jaden Big Time Daniels. I mean, like that's his name, man. In a lot of ways, especially because he's so thin, he reminds me of Kevin Durant. I mean, seriously, like it's just that mentality where you're like, this guy shouldn't be as good as he is. Like he's a better shooter than you think he is. He's a better defender, a better passer. He's quicker. He can rebound. He can shoot. He can drive. He can do it all. Like he shouldn't be this good. I don't understand his handles, and that's who Jaden Daniels is. That's why Nick Wright won't let go of the whole kind of slender frame and his injuries. That's why he brought up kind of the ribs. And no, he was not 100%. During the season, he was not 100% blaming the rib injury for why he kind of had a lull in the season. He was starting to talk about Cliff Kingsbury. This is what Cliff Kingsbury does. He's kind of coming back down to earth. It's not really the system. Or, I mean, it's not really him. It's more the system. That's why he even put, like, Marcus Mariota on his Mahomes mountain. He was going out of his way to try to, like, give everyone credit but Jaden Daniels. So this was a huge performance from Jaden Daniels, and like Troy Aikman said a couple weeks ago, he's kind of talked about how, you know, when you have a rookie quarterback, the main objective of the season is just to make you feel like, do you have your quarterback of the future? Do you have your franchise quarterback? And if that's all that happens, and that's the conclusion you reach, no matter what happens throughout the season, no matter what your record is, it's like that is the goal of the season. That makes that season a success. Not only have the Commanders obviously done that, I mean, they did that like in the very beginning, but not only have that, but they have found their superstar quarterback. They have found that quarterback that everybody hopes to be able to find. The guy who can play big time in the fourth quarter, down by 10, down by 3, down by 21. They found that guy. They found him. That is what they found. Even if he stays exactly the same, which we know he won't. We know that this is technically the worst version of Jaden Daniels. But even if he just stays exactly like this, he is already better than majority of the quarterbacks. He just is. Right now, who are you taking? Dak Prescott or Jaden? Jaden. Baker or Jaden? Jaden. Purdy or Jaden? Jaden. Geno or Jaden? Jaden. The only question is can he consistently do this technically? And the only reason why that's a question is because we just haven't technically seen it. I'm not saying that I believe that he won't be able to, but that's like technically the only question. I mean, he is just such a dynamic playmaker and just pure quarterback. He is truly what everybody was hoping Caleb Williams to be, or what they were expecting Caleb Williams to show. And no one's dropping banners for Jaden Daniels. But if the Commanders were the Chicago Bears and Jaden was Caleb, Nick Wright would be doing victory lap after victory lap after victory lap. It would be banner after banner after banner. It's if he's playing like the quarterback who everyone was saying was going to be a generational talent, doesn't that make Jaden Daniels a generational talent then? But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders? How do you think he's been playing? What do you think of this performance? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.